Hello everybody, welcome to the Red Men TV and an early Christmas present for Liverpool fans this morning, as Liverpool have confirmed the signing of Minamino from Red Bull Salzburg for a fee of £7.25 million. Yep, it was pretty much one of the worst kept secrets in football up until this morning. Obviously Jurgen Klopp was asked about it last night in his Monterrey post-match press conference. He asked Matt McCann whether it was official yet. Matt McCann said no, and there was a laugh in the room, and basically Jurgen Klopp couldn't comment on it until this morning when the club officially unveiled the player. Obviously, it's great business. We've discussed it on the website and on YouTube so far. I think it's a fantastic sign. Obviously, he's a really versatile player. He's a player that, is going to come in and be able to play in several positions. You've got, obviously, I think his main role is going to be quite central, maybe as a false nine replacement in some games for Roberto Firmino, or as a 10 in a 4-2-3-1. But also, I think you're going to see instances where he can cover for Sadio Mane or Mo Salah on the wings as well. And obviously, we don't need to talk about the fee. The fee is a fantastic fee. It seems as if there was some kind of release clause in his contract, and Liverpool have opted to just pay it. I think, we've seen how dangerous he was against us in the Champions League this season, particularly at Anfield. Obviously, he scores the second goal, doesn't he, for them, which is a really well taken goal. So you can see how dangerous he can be, and I think Jurgen Klopp basically just decided we're going to pay for this lad. And worst case scenario is that if it doesn't quite work out, he doesn't turn out to be quite the top player that we thought he was going to be, then we've only spent £7.25 million on a lad, and it's not the end of the world. I think I read somewhere that Liverpool have earned more revenue through their YouTube channel this year than the £7.25 million that they've paid. So yeah, a great bit of business from that perspective. Obviously as well, I think bringing him in January is a really bold move as well, because what it means is that he's got 6 months now to try to bed himself into the squad, get to know the lads, get to know the rhythm of the players around him, and I'm sure he'll have a bit of an impact as we begin to rotate towards the back end of this season, as we reach the latter stage of the Champions League and the Premier League title race becomes more of a pressing thing for us than it already is. And then obviously all that means is that when we get to the summer, he's going to have a full pre-season. There's going to be no more bedding in from him from that stage, and from the beginning of next season, from August onwards, he's going to be able to hit the ground running and really be maybe a solid starter in this team. You never know how the midfield's going to look. You never know what formation Jurgen Klopp's planning to play, and obviously players playing themselves into form can change his plans as well. So look, I think it's a fantastic sign, and a really clever one as well. So let's have a little look. I've got some stats here. His time at Salzburg in numbers. So he's made 199 competitive appearances for them, scoring 64 goals and getting 44 assists, and that's a total of 108 goal contributions in those 199 games. We source there is at the other Bundesliga on Twitter, who I believe are an Austrian league podcast. He's also won 9 trophies for Salzburg. Now, obviously, that's great as well, because it means that he's got a winning mentality in terms of, okay, the Salzburg league the Austrian league isn't one of the top 5 leagues in Europe, but winning's a habit. And if he's got the habit of winning trophies for even at a club like Salzburg, then that's only going to be a good thing for us. It's a habit that we're trying to breed in our club at the moment, and we talked about. The players have talked about how they want to go down as a squad where you couldn't remember which year they won what thing. Obviously, Minamino's come in. He's already got 9 winners' medals in his cabinet, and he's going to come in. He's going to want to win more. So that can only be a good thing to have him around the squad as well. And a stat that I particularly like this season, Minamino has scored 9 times and registered 11 assists in 16,000 minutes, translating into the attacker delivering a goal contribution every 80 minutes. And to put that into context, Sadio Mane is currently scoring or assisting every 86 minutes. So obviously we're thinking that Sadio Mane is having a great season and having a really prolific season, but Minamino's producing similar numbers, and if he can replicate anywhere near that kind of form in the Premier League, obviously it's going to be a big step up for him. Then we're going to see one hell of a player from him as well. Few comments as well from the player himself. He said, "It has been my dream to become a Liverpool player, and I'm so excited that the moment has come true. To play in the Premier League was one of my targets. I think this is a top class league in the world." And then he talked about Liverpool themselves. He said, "Their football is of such a high level. Feeling that, it makes me feel even happier that I can play in this team. I'm really happy to be part of the team. My target is to win the Premier League and the Champions League and to make good contributions to the team. So clearly he comes in and he wants to get involved. He's got high ambitions of winning trophies with us, which is exactly what you want from a player, and I think that's really promising as well. I've got some comments here from Jurgen Klopp, who said it's fantastic work by our football operations team in terms of how they've handled this transfer. Michael Edwards and the team deserve a lot of credit. I think that's spot on. You know, we've praised and lauded Michael Edwards over the last couple of years for some of the transfer dealings, not only that he's brought in, but he's sent out as well. I think this has got to be right up there. You know, we talked about Jordan Shaqiri getting in for a steal at £12.5 million from Stoke, but this is, you know, a player that's been playing consistently in the Champions League. He's been starting, you know, for the Austrian leaders, you know, and they're in really good run of form. And I think to get him and to spot that release clause was there and to make that deal happen so quickly and without any fuss, really, just get it done, I think, you know, really is a testament to the way that Liverpool's scouting and recruitment team are working at the moment. It's been absolutely brilliant, hasn't it? Got some Twitter comments as well from, you know, I've been doing a little bit of digging and finding some opinions on it. So Chris Bascom, can't re-emphasise enough what a different world it is in 2019 covering a club where the manager defers most or occasionally all the credit for a transfer to his scouts/directors rather than complains about those who were not signed. Long may it continue. Yep, spot on. And then some comments at RM_mana_. It's a deal, it's a steal, it's the sale of the fucking century. Correct, mate? At Liverpool, Linda, really excited for this guy to take on our system and contribute right away. Fingers crossed. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, obviously, I think for now, I think his main job is to just come in and make a few appearances. You know, and as you say, make an impact. You know, there's no guarantee that he's going to be starting every week, particularly with the rotation that we're going to be doing. But I think, you know, if he comes in and gets, say, 10 appearances this season, 1 or 2 goals, 1 or 2 assists, we just see enough that going into next season he's going to produce, you know, really good numbers. Then I think that'll be a really encouraging start. At Chief Fabinho, a proper team player is what Klopp always wants. Yep, absolutely. I think he looks like that. I think when you saw the game, Liverpool Salzburg at Anfield, and he does score that second goal, you know, you can see that they really did have a team unity there, and they had a unity between themselves and the fans as well. You know, Minamino scores that goal, and he's geeing up the fans. That's obviously to make it 3-2. They're recognising that they're back in the game, and I think that's the type of player that he wants. That I think, you know, there's been a lot said, I think, over the last few days about his personality. He seems like a very bubbly and happy guy, and I think, you know, obviously he's going to fit right in if that's the case. And finally, Virgilology, just going back to the Michael Edwards points, build Michael Edwards a statue right now. Yep, spot on, mate. So there you go, everybody. There is the reaction to Minamino signing for Liverpool for a fee of £7.25 million. I think it's a fantastic signing. Let us know what you think of the signing in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.